Guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to post the notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. All right. Let me close up my sweater, okay? Because that might be a little bit too much of my business. That ain't helping, huh? All right, period. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Taking it as he did the sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will. God, I surrender, that I may be reasonably happy in this lifetime and supremely happy with him forever and the next. Amen. The Psalm of David, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me through all of the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. All right, so the message says, Pisces, keep your story. All right, so when I got this message, it was the other night I was online. Hey, Jessica. With y'all, and for some reason it was I was getting ready to tell y'all about what happened, and then for some reason that popped across the screen, but that's not what it said. It said something else, but this is exactly what I saw. And for some reason, as y'all know, the title's always right. But as I'm looking at it right now, it is like somebody don't want to hear it. All right, so let's see. So, multiple interpretations depending upon the context. Here it is broken down. Astrological interpretation. Pisces is known as a zodiac sign of dreams, intuition, and creativity. Keep your story could suggest embracing your unique life experiences, dream, imagination, which align with Pisces' natural traits of being introspective and artistic. Personal growth, it might encourage someone to stay true to their journey and personal narrative. As a Pisces, the phrase could remind you to honor your feelings, trust your intuition, and hold on to what makes you authentically you. Symbolically, it could be encouragement. It could be a motivational message to value your individuality and to not let external forces or influences rewrite or take away your personal truth or your story. Okay. But it was almost given don't give everybody your information as well. So it's two things happening here. So it's not meant for everybody, maybe also. So we got a Queen of Wands energy and an Empress. It could be evolution and growth. Okay, so February 19th through March 20th. You're associated with being deeply emotional, intuitive, and imaginative. Keep your story in this context could mean embrace your authenticity. Pisces often have a rich inner world full of dreams and creativity. This phrase might encourage you to stay connected to those inner truths and not let others dictate your path. So not allowing people to tell you what to do, but also knowing what you need to do. Trusting your intuition. Pisces, known for their intuitive nature, keep your story might remind you to listen to your inner voice when navigating challenges or decisions. So it's not meant for other people, maybe to even get the information. Mystic Healer, hello. Elias has already come and they know him not. Hi. That's no surprise. They don't want to hear it. And Dream Sequoia, hey Dream Sequoia. But I feel like it was more than just that. So even if somebody was not wanting to hear it, it was more or less when I got it given, don't tell everybody your business. Because like I said, it was one of those nights that I got woke up in the middle of the night and that was the thing that I saw. Don't tell everybody your story. Like keep your story. Keep your story to you. But keep your story could also be somebody meant, because all I hear is copyright. Like, keeping your story, but it don't matter because if it was already said, then it's almost like a person would have to prove that they had it first. But if it's your story and you were the one that was telling it, then there's already proof and documentation that you're the one that said it. You're the one that did it. So that's the way it was given to me. It was being given to me like, don't give everybody your information. But now it's different facets of the situation that's now being talked about because keep your story. Now it sounds like somebody saying they don't want to hear that. They just want. All right, so let's see. Trust your intuition. Pisces are known for their intuitive nature. Keep your story might remind you to listen to your inner voice when navigating challenges or decisions. Protect your vulnerability. Pisces can sometimes be too giving. Giving your information, giving your time, giving your money. I feel a copycat to following my style. Yes. So being mindful, and everybody being their true, authentic self. But meanwhile, somebody would say, oh, that's my true, authentic self. But their true, authentic self didn't come about until they met you. Or, until they, and it's great that you can inspire, you know what I'm saying? But, and the saying that they have, I think it was Drake that said it, imitation is the rarest form of flattery, but you just get on my nerves. So it's like somebody mocking somebody, but so it could be that. Pisces can sometimes be too given, absorbing the emotions of others. This phrase could urge you to safeguard your personal narrative and avoid letting others alter your perception of self. So there's that. Exhauster, Master, hey. Ray, hey. Empower your narrative. So personal growth and motivation. From a more general perspective, the phrase could be a call to, one, own your journey. Every person's story is unique. Keep your story might mean for you to cherish your experiences, both good and bad, as they shape who you are. 2, stay resilient. Life challenges can feel overwhelming, especially for a Pisces. This could be a reminder to hold on to your dreams and aspirations even when things get tough, because again, somebody could be, you know, mimicking, copycat, and wanting to kind of play around, because we, for some reason, destiny swapping keeps coming up too. And again, I saw it again. Another lady, she was talking about destiny swapping. Um, so Dreams Corey said, "Don't nobody want to copy me, so I'm good." Dreams Corey, you don't know. There could be a person that wants kids. So it just depends on the person's perspective. I wouldn't want to copy you because guess what? I don't want no goddamn kids. The situation you're already going through, you know, whatever. Somebody that hasn't had that or would like to have that would definitely want to be in your energy. So y'all have to be mindful that it's from the perspective of what the person or what level or what energy the person would want to be in. So for you to say that don't make any sense, because I'm sure there's a person that would want to have what you have, just not me. All right, so life challenges could feel overwhelmed, especially for a Pisces. This could be a reminder to hold on to your dreams and aspirations even when things get tough. Dream Sequoia, it's not a weirdo. You have stuff that somebody else might want to have. What if somebody couldn't have those things? So although you might not be, you know, appreciative of it, or, you know, the lessons or whatever it is, somebody else might not have none of that. Imagine a person that comes from nothing, all the way from nothing, and now there's stuff that you have that they would want to have. So, you know, again, be mindful. What you could be taking for granted, somebody else would love to have. Rather than letting others define you, this could inspire you to take control of your life's narrative and be the author of your destiny. So 2 cards that came up right from the beginning. Queen of Swords, but I don't know why I called her a Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, so it could be given Empress energy, because Empress is the embodiment of all things. Maybe using your words, honest perspective right now. Yes. So I know what you mean. Being honest, protective, very witty, very intelligent. But then we have the Empress energy here: motherhood, nature, creativity, and abundance. And I said that to her, but it was talking about motherhood. But we gotta be mindful, because it could be the creation of a thing, art, new job, just new. So also creation. So be mindful of that. For Pisces who is often spiritually inclined, the phrase might suggest honoring your past. So your story is sacred. Keeping your story could mean respecting where you've been, as it is the foundation of where you're going, which is another thing, because I literally just said that to her, but now it's there. Living in your truth. Pisces are empathic, but can also sometimes lose themselves in others' needs. This phrase could remind you to stay grounded in your truth. So, grounded in your truth, Queen of Swords energy. Being honest with yourself. What is your story? You know, it's like somebody saying, "What's your deal?" And then really you stopping to think about it, and do you even know? The road to from here to there. It's also talking about growth. So growth and elevation. Hi, Caroline. Follow the light, Caroline. See what I'm saying? It's also portals, because we got Caroline says, "I have been seeing new art through meditations and pictures in my head." But it's portals. And Bika, hi, welcome. Caroline, you and me have the same birthday. She said, "I'm on a Aquarius Pisces, born February 19th, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. But I'm a Pisces is Aquarius cusp baby as well. February 19th is my birthday. Nice to meet you. And like I said, her even being here, I read the universe. So that would say portals. And I've been having, you know, this thing lately where it has been definitely portals and time shifts. So maybe they're saying keep your story because you're being guided somewhere and being led somewhere, and they don't need everybody in your business. So certain things, because like I said, when I got this message, it was me telling me not to say what was happening. So everything ain't for everybody. So if you're on that side of what's being said, it is also death. So hope, faith, rejuvenation, and spirituality. And seeing owl, bald eagles, lions, tigers, and stags. Why are me and you in the same energy? That's crazy because I just actually saw something, and that keeps being a thing. And I literally was just talking about those same exact things. So that's kind of funny. Hey, Miss Kelly, happy Tuesday. It's happy Monday here, y'all. So Miss Kelly's a day in advance, but that's also into the future. So it's like a portal that's being given here. Miss Kelly is a day ahead of us, but meanwhile, she's still here at the same damn time. So hope, faith, rejuvenation, spirituality, but it's also death. So being mindful that when that energy comes up, the end of cycles, I'm guiding you somewhere, and stopping the patterns. I seen an owl every time after work. Interesting. Mind you, it's an owl that lives in my backyard. So that's funny. Beginnings, changes, and also letting go. Why I keep getting... So it is the thought process, like, because I be holding on to certain things. Like, it is, I won't do this because that's just what's in my energy. For some reason, to me, it's security. But to somebody else, it would be, like, limited. Because I'm not going to cross this boundary. But the boundary may not be a big, huge boundary. Okay, so let's talk about age. Because for some reason, this is one of the things. Whereas somebody might not see something as like 10 years of a difference, a big thing, right? And rose and eyes and animals. Listen, same, because I was looking at Dungeons and Dragons yesterday, and that's what it was on there. It's eyes on the dice. But also, Dungeons and Dragons even coming up in my energy also led me back down. Something is happening to where it is old things playing out, but I swear it's like the timelines that are doing a thing, because then I seen this yellow tractor trailer today, which took me back to the yellow tractor trailer that I had that actually ran into the tree out here. And I don't really see yellow tractor trailers at all. But the moment that I seen it, it literally teleported me back to that time. And it's almost giving like something changing so much to where it's like you're seeing all the things, past life stuff, like your past flashing before your eyes. But excuse me, it's like fast forwarding, but it's showing you everything that already happened in order to get you into right here, right now. And it's weird. Mind you, this, you're saying that, but mind you, this is a naked lady right here. It just reminded me of my shirt. So, you know, because I was just saying something about my shirt. Because I feel a little bit naked, but I'm not. But when I sat down here is the moment I started feeling it. Because, you know, people come in and they start saying weird shit. But my shirt is a little bit more than what it should be right now for everybody. So honoring your past, but it's like one time I was going to die in my sleep, right? And this happened for real. So, and I told y'all this story before. So one time I got shot in my sleep. And what I was getting ready to do was I was going to lay down. And as I was laying down, it started showing me stuff from my life before, previous. But here, right? Mind you, it started showing me stuff from when I was a kid. Stuff that I don't even know how I never knew of. I ended up talking to my mom later on, and my mom confirmed that there was a mustard couch. She also confirmed that she set the trailer on fire and was getting ready to burn it down because my dad had did some weird shit, and so she was getting ready to set the house. She set the house on fire. But mind you, I saw all this. And don't ask me how I saw it, but as I was laying down, it was flashing pictures. Like she's saying, it was flashing pictures of past stuff, right? And but then I got picked up and slammed on the floor because they said if you die in dreams, you die in real life, right? So all right, forgive me, y'all. I just had to kick somebody out because they don't belong here. So if you die in dreams, you die in real life. So I got woke up. It was weird because that was happening as something else was simultaneously happening too. But again, it's saying keep your story. So now it's giving me like keeping track of your story. I'm nearly died in my sleep too. Yeah, damn right, because it felt like it was damn sure real. So what I was going to say before was about age. So to me, it's a boundary, but it really wasn't a boundary. It's just something that's in me that for some reason I can't see it. And so men, and I'm going to just use y'all because y'all always doing some shit. Men don't care about dating older women. They also don't care about dating younger women. Men, for some reason, have this thing. They could be 50 years old. They'll date somebody 25. That's weird to me because the difference, I love you, the difference is the same. So to me, it is embedded in me to not do certain things. And although, certain things can be done because it's legal and, things of that nature. And I for some reason, want to keep going back to this one person because I did date somebody younger than me, but I wasn't dating him. We just, had a thing. And I can't remember how old he was, but shit, the nigga looked older than me. So I didn't ask. That's the thing. And then I found out later. So I guess it could potentially happen, but certain things are, if you know, then you know. And then it kind of deters you away from doing certain things. So that's all I'm saying about that. But in real life, those things shouldn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know why, but it's giving Aaliyah vibes. But it do matter. Because literally, mind y'all, it's funny because a lady told me a story, and she said that she was in a restaurant eating food, and her and her friend, they had went out. She said 2 little girls had went to the bathroom. One, for some reason, she knew the girl's age. She was 8, is what she said. Huh? What garage? Which garage? My side? The big one? Yeah. All right. So she said the mom and the dad was sitting at the table. The little girl came back and told the dad that this man had whispered something to her. It was 2 grown-ass men. So, pissed me off instantly, because what the fuck are you doing whispering to an 8-year-old girl and you're a grown-ass man? So, the dad got up, and the dad proceeded back to the bathroom, and the dad proceeded to, kind of lay hands. So, the man backs up, and he shows the dad his gun. The dad didn't give a fuck. Mind you, the restaurant, there's a scuffle taking place. Nobody's calling the police. I'm confused as to why nobody's calling the police. And at this point, I feel like I wasn't even there, but the story was pissing me the fuck off. Because that's not the first time you done that. And why are you a grown-ass, adult-ass man whispering to an 8-year-old child? And why ain't nobody calling the cops? The lady saying she's stuck in the bathroom, her and a friend, because now, they didn't see the gun. And so now they don't want to come out of the bathroom because if the man gets shooting, then, everybody's looking scary. Now, some weird shit. But suppose in another lifetime, the man recognized, because to me it gave trafficking. So I'm going to just say that. Because it's two grown men and a lady. You whispering to an 8-year-old child, like, what the fuck is you even talking to somebody's kid for? You know better. Like, it's just a thing. You don't talk to nobody's child, let alone to lean your big grown ass down and fucking whisper to a child. They should have beat the shit out of them. And the people in the restaurant should have helped them. And somebody should have called the police. Because in my mind, what the fuck was you gonna try to do? And see, instantly shit like that, I start dialing 911 because, nigga, yeah, it's about to go all the way left. Somebody need to come get them because they need to search this nigga now because, like, what the fuck is you doing? And you clearly had to be comfortable in doing that. And what if that little girl didn't come back and tell her dad? What if that had turned out into something different? But anyway, so now here we go. Okay, so she 8 right now, but a nigga be 50, and we don't know how old this nigga is now, but same scenario. She'll be 28 then, and now he 50 years older, and it's cool. That ain't cool. It's weird to me because it's still the same age. Either way, keeping true to yourself sounds like a man another reader talked about. Yeah, it was weird to me, and I don't even know how we got in on this story other than the fact that lady said she was trying to get outside, and she hadn't been out for a while, and then the first time she goes out, this what happened. She wasn't appreciating it because I said I like to stay in the house. I don't give a fuck about none of these people around here because it's too much weird shit happening. I don't like that, and I don't want to be involved in any of that. Anyway, so keeping your story, it was just giving me the vibe like past life stuff. But what I was getting ready to also say to y'all is, what if he recognized that spirit? It's a thing. You can recognize the spirit. You should also know never to engage with somebody, even if you recognize the fact that that energy, that entity, but I don't understand how you would recognize that in a child because that's fucking weird. But when you could potentially come in this realm and have soulmates and things of that nature that are of a different age or different race or whatever, and maybe you are supposed to have an interaction with this person at some point in time, cross paths, but maybe it's some time later on in life or whatever, and it's just weird. So shit like that happening. But mind you, you have to have some type of fucking restraint on your ass for you to know better because, again, it's laws of the land. So then I was listening to something else, and this was online, right? And it was talking about the Iman was saying that the wars or something, the fights that are going on, that the soldiers are supposed to know better because of the fact that the soldiers, they're getting told to kill family members and people who are, of the same race and nationality, right? But again, it is I don't know what the hell she talking about. The laws of the land. Because if you are literally going by biblical standards, and this is why I keep saying people got to have some discernment around here, because the laws of the land say they have to follow what's being told, the instructions. But morally, spiritually, you should know better. But again, they have to follow the laws of the land. This is their job. This is what, so if they get told they have to go in and now do something strange and weird to, people that they should not, they're just going to follow the laws of the land. So it's very much confusing as to what a person is supposed to do or how a person is supposed to enact with themselves. But morally, you should know what to do. So if somebody tells you to do something that goes against your morals, your boundaries, you shouldn't be doing that. Because even though they told you to do that, to me, you're going to be the one that is held accountable. You're going to be the one that is judged based off of it. And although they told you, you have a moral duty to do the right thing. So keeping your story, keeping true to yourself. But also, everybody don't need to know everything. But there's a direction. So you're being directed in a certain type of way. Hi, Kyra. All right, we got a 10 of Wands. So boundaries, but I don't want to say boundaries. It is burdens, but boundaries are important. Too many tasks, feeling overwhelmed, overburdened. But for some reason, it's also given obstruction. The direction you're being led in, the direction that you're being guided in, may come with a lot of tasks, a lot of bullshit. But again, when you are a earth angel, or when you are a chosen one, do y'all really know what that means? It's of service. So being of service. So it may come with a lot of burdens. It may come with a lot of bullshit. It may come with a lot of blessings, but also it comes with a lot of bullshit. It's being of service to people. So that may end up with y'all feeling overwhelmed. It may feel like end up with you feeling overburdened. So it may be the pathway that you have been chosen to take. And I don't know why I feel like overstimulated. So I think it's Carolyn. Y'all don't realize, like, y'all give me like it's too much. Like when y'all doing that, y'all just be talking and talking and talking, and I know y'all talking to me, like, you know, and or just could be potentially talking to yourself, but it's overstimulating the situation. It's like a lot. Yesterday I came in contact with this girl, and I was telling her she had, for some reason, I felt her energy before I felt her, and her heart was racing. And I'm like, all of a sudden it started to send me again. And mind you, because I don't like the fact that I just had a panic attack. And then because now I just had a panic attack, so now that's on my mind. Like, damn, I don't like that, because the last time it happened, it was weird. And then I got past it because it took a long time before this one, which was the next one to happen. But if you ever had a panic attack in life, it's the worst feeling ever, because all you be thinking about is not doing it again, but just the weirdest feeling, because it's kind of uncontrollable. And even if you wish to feel like you want to calm down or something, it is, and mind you, I got triggered into it. So it kind of pissed me off. But anyway, it didn't feel that great. And then now I'm feeling somebody else's energy yesterday, and I didn't even mean to get that close to the bitch. I didn't even know I was that close to the bitch for me to even pick that up. But apparently I was too close. And then all of a sudden, here I am. I have OCD and high functioning autism. I mean, I can feel it. I can feel the overstimulation happening, because you kind of getting me to do a thing that I don't like. But again, it's okay, because I have to learn to control it, not you. It's fine that I can pick it up, but I have to learn to be able to control that happening and it seeping into my energy. So no harm, no foul, okay? But it happened to me yesterday, and for some reason, the fact that the panic attack happened is now like putting me on a different, like now I feel like I was driving, y'all, and I feel like I got PTSD. This bitch then triggered another thing in me, because now anytime somebody drives like in my direction, I'm feeling panicky, and I don't like that. Hey, Jasmine. So something else happening. All right, we got the moon here, unconscious mind, illusions, intuition, and deep okay, so it says deception, but I was getting ready to say deep. I was going to say that. I was going to say you don't know everything. So things that are hidden, but apparently it goes deep. Okay, so take it how it resonates for you. Anyway, I feel like the past couple days I have totally been different, because ever since that happened, y'all, something's just, and I don't want to say off because it's right, but it's given 8, 9, 10. So 8, 9, 10. It's steps. So be patient. Because also I hear change. So everything happens for a reason. Because as I told y'all, it's certain things that happen after that that I wouldn't have been in alignment with if the accident hadn't happened. But also that accident is now triggering me in ways that I kind of potentially don't like. But that accident also triggered like death in me. Yes, Carolyn. But also like movies. So I can have full-fledged, listen, I'd have had sex in real dream, like in dreams with people, and it is so crazy because it feels so real that the whole job gets completed, and then so it's weird. But mind you, it's like everything is real. I can remember the incident. I can remember the way it smells there. Like, it's weird. And then I know who the people are. So it's a strange thing. And like even the temperature in the room is weird, because I can even feel the temperature, and I wake up and the temperature around me has changed. So some weird ass shit has been happening the past couple days too. So anyway, but it says keep your story. So when I was getting ready to tell y'all the story, I got told keep my story, so don't mention the story, because apparently everybody don't need to know the story. Because that's the way it was given to me. Maybe it's just to be written down and shared with a particular person. I don't know, because then there's other stuff that, and if you don't know everything, that could also be the thing. If you say something ahead of time and you don't know everything that's happening ahead of time, then you could kind of almost mess something up, or they could give somebody information that they shouldn't have in order to mess something up too. So you have to be very much mindful of that. We got an Ace of Pentacles, and we also have the Lovers card. But for some reason, this card keeps, when you said pictures, I keep seeing this card. And the way they keep drawing this card to me is not that way. It keeps being drawn like this. So if I was to do, home is where the heart is, right? And so for some reason it was going to be drawn on the back of this card. And so although it means two different things, it means the exact same thing. So it keeps being given to me like this. This would be the Lover's card to me. And so don't ask me what this is and why it is the past couple days, because it could just be all pertaining to, you know, me drawing and being very artistic and very creative and things of that nature. But it's given this vibe. And so two different colors, so two different people, so it could be two different ethnicities, it could be two different backgrounds, that type of vibe. But keep your story, it could also be the love story, right? Like how something takes place, or your journey. So I don't even just want to say the love story, it could be the journey into a situation. A lot of people keep talking about twin flame journey and, you know, soulmates. Soulmates are people that come into your life to, you know, make it better. That could be anybody. It could be your kids. It could be, you know, anybody. People at work. It could be whatever, right? But then there's a select group of people that keep talking about a twin flame. Now, depending upon, but also there's a prophecy, because I keep hearing about twin flames, but I feel like this particular twin flame is linked to a prophecy. And so what the people are saying ain't really what the people, it's not really the truth. All right, so it keeps giving this vibe. And so if I was to add a face, because I don't know how to add a face, so I ain't gonna add a face, but it would give this heart and this heart, and this is the color of the people's heart. This would be him. He's a little bit bigger than her. So, but put a face on it. And it would be, by the time these two come together to merge, it turns into one. But the Lover's card would look like that, because it's about your heart. It ain't about smell. It's not about a face. It's not about, it is something that happens in the frequency of this. And then people keep saying it because it's like, what did they say about God? God is love, right? So if God is love, and this is God and this is God, then these two people, or this thing, beats at the same frequency. Never heard of, never seen, never engaged in. It's just that this one can walk by this one and instantly everything changes. It's like how they tell you, if you end up in a relationship with a person, then and when you're in sync, something about the heartbeats. So it's whatever this frequency is, and you can feel like if something is wrong and the person's heartbeat speeds up, and then out of nowhere there's a smell, and then your heartbeat speeds up, and you're not doing anything, and you just have a sixth sense that it's not related to you, it's related to him. Or he has a sixth sense that it's not related to him, it's related to her. So he can tell when she's in danger, and she can tell when he's in danger, and he can tell when she's happy, she can tell when he's happy, and they've never seen each other. It's just the frequency or the vibe. And it's changing as they change, as they evolve. And on each frequency or each timeline shift or each, you know, whatever, it's just weird. So take it how it resonates, okay? So there's just that. This is the Lovers. All right? But keep your story, because it could be all a movie, it could be all a dream, or it could be real. Either way, if you know something that is correct and people are saying something that, as you know, people write books all the time, and some people write books based off of knowledge that they don't have. Some people write books off stories that they heard from somebody else. It could be a lot of stories running around here pertaining to certain, you know, individuals or connections or partnerships, and it could just be a bunch of bullshit. But there's a prophecy connected to these two, and everybody's claiming it, but it's not everybody's story. It's their story. And so there's also a thing like you can hear something or collective consciousness, you know, and everybody starts to, you know, have thoughts, or everybody starts to, you know, recognize patterns, or everybody starts to just kind of invade each other's, you know, personal space, and that shouldn't be happening, but it's actually happening, because that's how Carol Ann, me and her have the same birthday, but me and her are also in the same energy somehow, because of the fact that we're seeing something of the same symbols and things of that nature. And it could just be calling all of us. It could be a thing. Dream Sequoia, you say that, but I know good and well that you're one of the ones. It's everybody. Because why would you not want something that is exactly like you? Same frequency. Home is where the heart is. It's a partnership, a connection, but it's actually a oneness coming into yourself. Comfort, love, belonging, emotional ground, where you can feel safe. It's almost like the Garden of Eden, Jannah, heaven. So you just have to figure it out. I'm too crazy and goofy. And what's wrong with that? Why would you not want to be crazy and goofy with your partner or with your significant other? Like, to me, I feel like people be putting too much on relationships, and they don't just allow them to just be what they're supposed to be, right? And so if you are crazy and goofy, a person should love you for that. If you are crazy and goofy, what if the person matches your crazy and goofy? So sometimes we just have to be quiet. And that may be why they're telling you to keep your story. And just let it play out however it plays out. And just know that if you know, then you know. You don't know everything, but you're being guided somewhere. And if you are chosen, you are the chosen, it's burdens. It is difficulties along the journey. What's the saying? It might not be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. And so it may be difficult getting to the situation. It may be difficult going through the journey. It may be difficult getting to whatever this is. But if you are really interested in the whole journey, the journey is finding you, loving yourself. The journey is taking care of yourself. The journey is service to mankind, service to the universe, service, just service. So it's going to be some bullshit. But it's going to be worth it. So in the end, or in the middle, or on the sidelines, it's going to be worth it. So that's all I got. So keep your story. Know who to tell your story to. Know who to, attach to. Know who to detach from. Trust your intuition. But again, all the other things. Keeping your story, honoring your past, meaning staying on the track. Because if you're keeping your story and it's honoring your past, then that means that you were already known. You were already known. This story was already told. It was already gifted. And so this one will recognize this one, and it's a frequency. It's automatically happening. Like, no matter what happens, like I said, I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. But at the end of the day, if it's already happening, it's unstoppable. I can't say anything about it. It's just going to do what it's going to do. So there we are. Hope that helps. Hope it resonates. If not, then I ain't talking to you. But you don't know everything. Don't make the past your prison. It's an amazing thing. And just so, a little funny thing. This girl, I saw this other thing, and the girl, it's on Instagram or TikTok, and the girl said, and so you can vice versa, men or women, stop crashing out about the old niggas because the new nigga is watching. So stop crashing out about the old shit because the new shit is watching. And if we're elevating and we're going into a different elevation, a higher ascension, a higher calling, just let the frequency be what it's going to be and be okay with it. Because home is where the heart is. Love y'all. See y'all.